So here's something that's been a long time in the making. I'm going to need this, I'm going to need this, and I'm going to need this. And I need one of these. You can have a round one or you can have whatever you want. It spilled a little bit of flour. It's a spiller of this bag, but anyway, I don't think you got in my eye. Anyway, I've been wanting to do, for those of you that know, followed me for a while now, know that I love sourdough bread. And it's so hard to find really good sourdough bread. Usually I go to a store and it says sourdough bread. And then you turn the bag, the bread around, or whatever the label is, and you read it, and then it's like a million different ingredients. Real sourdough has flour, water, salt. That's about it. You don't need more than that. And bread with all those extra ingredients hurts my stomach. It's not good for you. It's not a natural thing. So I've been wanting for a long time to do my own sourdough bread, and I just been itching and I haven't done it yet, and finally I decided, you know what, I'm just going to do it, and the only way to do it is just to do it. And I want to bake my own bread. I don't know quite how to do it yet. I've had different ideas. One of the ideas that I have is to get something like a Dutch oven, put it on top of my stove, and then put something else on top, like a skillet without the handle, maybe just a skillet, so it's not sitting at the bottom of the Dutch oven, and then the Dutch oven will act like a regular oven, or I can get two cast iron skillets and put one on top of the other and create an oven like that, or I can just do it on my non-stick skillet and just do like flat bread. So there's different ways that, you know, I'm thinking of doing it, and I can try different ways to see how it works. Right now this is empty, and I need to start my sourdough starter. And the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to start small. I've seen people do it with all different types of amounts. Basically what I've seen is that you need equal parts, for the most part I've seen that, equal part flour and water. So I'm going to start small instead of just keep taking it out, because at a certain point my video just went out. I have to keep, I'm finalizing a video here. At a certain point, it's just going to get too big, so you want to remove like half of it and then replace it with more flour and more water. For now, I'm going to start small, so I don't have to do that too many times. And I'm going to start with organic all-purpose flour. Okay, so let me see. Alright, this is what I wanted. That was the all-purpose flour. I want to start with 100% organic whole wheat flour. This is what I want to start with. So, and then after a few feedings, I'll switch to the all-purpose flour. But for now, I want to start with the whole wheat. And the way I'm going to do this is, first step is very important, and that is to open this bag without spilling anything. I don't know why they don't make bread flour bags a little better. I don't know why they have to be like this, but I do have to go to the store. And one thing please remind me. I need a couple of those closed thingies that will grab like this and, you know, and will close. So remind me of that, please. So right now, let's start this. I'm so excited. I am excited. Okay, this is not an exact science. Okay, so this is more or less, here we go, more or less 1 tablespoon, here we go, and 1 tablespoon of water. Now you can decide to make this more or less wet. That's a personal option. I'm going to use this to stir this amount. You want to stir this nice, and you want to create air bubbles. Now, I don't know how this is going to work with this jar. You know what? It's almost not even, barely filling up or covering the bottom of this jar. So what I'm going to do, I got to dry this out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add, to begin with, darn it, I don't know if I should just leave it like this. Just doesn't seem like enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 and 2 more. About 2 more, give or take, 1 a little bit more. There you go. So I need 2 more of water, 2 more tablespoons. So I added a total of 3. And now this looks a little bit better. There we go. That looks a little bit better. And make sure everything is nice and incorporated in here. And I want to make sure I create lots of air bubbles in there. All right. Now that that's done, what I don't like is that I have that hole right there. And I gotta find, see, I've read somewhere that it's not good to stir with the metal. That's why I got this, forget the name of this wood. But this thing has the hole in there, and I know I could use this part, but I forgot about this hole. So I'm going to have to either get something else, or I'm going to have to do it with this, the right end. Alright, it seems like I cleaned it all out. There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to use one of my coffee filters. I'm going to put the filter over the top like this. And over here I should have some rubber bands. There we go. I got a rubber band, and I'm just going to do that. Just like that. Now, my sourdough can still breathe, and it's covered. I could use this. I've read that you can put this in there and just put it loosely, or some people remove the seal and then they put this in there, but I'm just going to use that. I think that's gonna be better. So now, what time is it? I don't know what time it is. So now it's 6:30. So now 12 hours from now is 6:30 in the morning. So some people see this is confusing. I've seen some people feed it every 24 hours. Other people feed it every 12 hours. I'm just going to see what it looks like tomorrow. And then I'm going to go from there. So, yeah. Blessed be the Lord, the God of Israel, from everlasting to everlasting. Amen and amen. Psalms 41:13.